Gets fatter, bigger than the moon. Would you feed me? Who do I need to pray to? I'm feeding off the flies. Oh no, I've said too much. Jenny said fuck up. That's me on the sofa. That's me with the make-up, losing my religion, trying to stay alive for you, and I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, I've said too much. Shani said shut up. Thought that I heard you shitting. I thought that I smelled your crap. I think that's when you missed the hole. Smelling that bucket every waking hour. I'm losing my appetite, trying to clean up after you. I'm a dumb, failed, and hungry fool. Oh no, I said too much. I fucked it up. Remember this. Remember this. I had 2 houses and cash. Remember this. You can't. You brought me to my knees, you wail. What if I never let you come, you massive bitch? Now I said too much. I thought that I heard you cooking. I thought that I heard you clean. I think I thought I saw you walk. But that was just a dream. That was just a dream. That's me on the sofa. That's me with the makeup, losing my religion, trying to clean up after you, and I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, you missed the hole. Now I gotta clean it up. I thought that I heard you cooking. I thought that I heard you clean. I think I thought I saw you walk, but that was just a dream. Shit, stink, cry, die. So I do the neck thing, the neck thing, the neck thing.
Hey,
That cute.
folks. Hey. Got a couple of new features we've got going on here. I'm playing around. We've got a little chat box. I'm trying to resize it all the time. So that should be working in the stream. Also, I've got a little tipping bucket. It's called the bucket up the top. I don't know if it works. So if someone wants to send me $1 or something, so I can test to see if it's working. The link to the stream thingy is in the description. I'm pretty lazy. Let me just go and grab it. I should have put it in the chat and pinned it. So what I'm going to try and do is, well, when everybody gives me some tips through Streamlabs tips, it will put like a stink nugget in the bucket. I need to do some poo emojis to put in there. At the moment, it's just a coin that'll go in there. So, Silent, are you there?
Yes.
Let's do a volume check for Sashi. I've got you turned up all the way, so it should be fine. I've got you all the way. I couldn't get you any louder, so you're all the way up. Let me just go in. It'll go in. Sorry if you heard yourself again. Heard a double thing there, because I've got to get the Streamlabs link. Where's the chat? Okay, that's not going to work because YouTube sucks. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can you get it out of the thing? I can't get it. Because YouTube does that stupid link thing with it. Hang on, I've got it. Mute that. Right. Fuck it, we got there. Jesus. Pin. Right. It's there. Okay. Right, say hello to the chat, Silent. Don't be rude.
Hello, chat.
Yeah, there was a lot of questions in there. Let's see if I can go back and answer some of these questions. Oh yeah, and well done to Fupa Cheese. She won the spot on the show of LolzCow Bus. Go and give her some love, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Hello MX 13. Is that 13? Sorry about your manners. You're fine. Hello Andrea Aussie, Von Beardo, Chrissy, Desert Turtle, King Cobra's Ghost. Yes, I did see Fupa won that. Don't forget to smash all those buttons and lick the like. Am I doing good today? Yeah, I'm alright. It's a lot cooler. Like, we've got over the heat wave. So it's a lot cooler today. Did Rev go live? Well, okay, we'll talk about it in a second. I watch this at least once a week. Well, good. Thank you very much. Thank you all the time. Are those real bucket photos AI? It is a real bucket. I got for Google. It's a real bucket with shit in it. No, basically, I don't think any of that song's AI because it was before anyone was really using AI. So I had to put all that together. And now I get lazy and put AI in things because it just makes things easier when you don't have a lot of time. This song is so apt because I have no religion. Exactly why I picked it. And I thought Rev's voice sounded a little bit like Michael Stipe's as well. like a little whiny fucking voice that he's got. Uh, thank you, Trex. Uh, yeah, so talking about Jason. So Buffweeb, he's a channel on YouTube called Buffweeb. I don't know if you know it. And he's been covering Shani and Rev a little bit lately. And so he has Rev's phone number. And he called Rev last night while he was live. Didn't expect anything. And Rev actually answered the phone, right? Um, so Rev goes, "Is this Frank?" And then Buff says, "Yes," even though it's not his name. And he says, "Where have you been? We're worried about you, my guy." And Rev goes, "God bless you," and then hung up. So you wouldn't have heard that silent.
No, but that's weird.
God bless you, my guy. You give me a couple bucks. Like that's he basically just hung up. So we were like, wow, like he's actually put his head up above the trench. And then we noticed earlier in the day that he had privatized his channel. I thought he had deleted it because I had a link and it said the page has been removed. But I had an older link that linked to it and it come up and said actually it's been privated. So yeah, so he's privated his channel. So these are things that we know. Then Fupa Cheese tried to get in contact with him, and he contacted her last night via voicemail and via text. So we got a little bit of a Rev update from his words. I mean, he lies a lot, so we take the update with a grain of salt. But we'll go through the update, like what he said and stuff that was on Fupa's channel last night. So go and give Fupa a subscribe. She's about to go nuclear with her channel, like she's going to grow huge now that she's on that big channel. So good luck to Fupa and give her a subscribe and a like and all that good stuff, memberships and stuff. So what do you think, Silent, so far about what do you think Rev is up to? What's he playing at?
I mean, I have no idea. I know there's tons of speculation, but I genuinely don't know. Like, I think that it's possible that he's still with Shani or that they're together just because they've lied about that before. He's definitely lied about his location before, so he's probably lying about all that stuff. It also just seems really unrealistic. What kind of medical facility or mental health facility is going to give him his phone at like midnight?
Yeah, this is the
to
thing that got me. Like even last night, like people were saying, like people say everything, right? Like every different color of the rainbow is the same as people's opinions in this. And I've heard different people say like they're professionals in the industry, in the healthcare industry. I've heard people claim that they work security and stuff at these facilities. And no one can agree. Like I've heard someone say, oh, they've had their son or daughter in these facilities, and they're allowed to have supervised phones at specific times for maybe 15 minutes. But what I keep saying to people, does it make, like, let's say he's, okay, for some reason he's allowed a phone. Would they let him make a phone call at 12 at night, 3 in the morning? I just find that baffling, that couldn't be the case. Anyway, you wouldn't even be allowed to do that in a hospital, I would imagine. You can't be just up making phone calls at 3 in the morning. Yeah, when people are
yeah.
trying to sleep. I don't know. I said, and I've always qualified, everything I say, I qualify with, I don't really know. Okay, so I'm not like people say, oh, you're full of crap or whatever. I'm just stating my opinion like everyone else. Like, opinions are like assholes, you know? It's like, I always qualify. I'm not an expert. I don't live in the area. I'm not American. So I really, take everything I say with a grain of salt. I do try and base it on, like, educated theories, though. Like, match things together. Does this make sense? Does that make sense? And then work backwards from there. Because we've got limited information. So we all really don't know. Revolver Bernie says, note, Jason is known in these woods as the Reverend Glory Goal. Glory Goal? Oscar has a... Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, unless we worked there, you wouldn't know. Yeah. I mean, so we'll go through what he's saying, right? So on the screen here, let me just share it. So this is from Fupa's. I could have gone and got the post, but it's just probably easier just to read it from the video. Rev said, I'll do it in Rev's voice, okay? All right, let's see if I can do this sustained and not sound like an Australian for a second. Me, 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 me. Got to practice first. Silent. All right. They let me have access to my phone for a bit. I'm in a mental ward, probably for a very long time. certain things have happened that I can't talk about for legal reasons, guys. As for Shannon, what I know. She was taken on the 302, and I've heard nothing else, and I don't want to know anything about her ever. Buddy, as he is gone, I have no one but doctors and nurses in this high security facility. I'm Joker, I'm Joker minus Harley, guys. I doubt I will ever make a return to YouTube. If I do, it will be a miracle, guys. I don't know when I can get my phone again to do this. I told them I wanted to let my audience know I wasn't dead. I know you people use me, fake ass friends, YouTuber, and real friends don't fucking exist. I will be at this facility for the foreseeable future, guys. The Reverend Joker. Yeah? Is that alright, Silent?
Yeah.
So that's his update. I doubt if I'll ever make a return to YouTube. I predict a week, maybe, before he's back doing something. What do you think, Silent? A week?
I mean, he's probably going to be back soon. The last time he talked about this Joker and Harley shit was when he was really fucking insane, so... And he was with Shanny.
Yeah, it's, he is such full of shit. FML podcast, thanks for coming. Feel free to drop your channel link in here. Anybody's got mods that's got a channel, you're free to put your link in whenever you want. I just don't spam it, obviously, but you put it in there pretty much whenever you want. I'm pretty cool with that sort of stuff. So let's listen to what Foopit
talk about for legal reasons. As for Shannon, you know what I know.
I just had to... Hello. Hang on, I just had to shut the door. How's it going? Sorry for the stream inception. I'm going to let Silent talk a lot during this because you don't want to hear me talk about the same thing again.
It's really, really cold here. It snowed.
It's been extremes, like really cold. Actually, I'll skip past this because we're just talking about weather.
Down there, it just makes...
But lucky I've got the... But yeah, it's tanker, like, not film it, like video it for...
Jesus, you talk a lot.
Sorry. For him, just look at it. He goes, yeah, that's a dusting, they call it, apparently. Oh, we're talking about that time, Silent, when I got snow and I was scared and I didn't know what it was, remember?
Yeah, you thought it was volcanic ash. Yeah, I remember that.
Let me skip forward a bit. Mute it so you don't hear.
Getting like a little bit of the winter.
Sorry, I should have sorted this out first. I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Tell him, chat. Tell him he's an idiot. It's okay. You
happened
have my
that
protection.
I can't talk about for legal reasons. As for Shannon, you know what I know. She was taken on the 302, and I've heard nothing else. And I don't want to know anything about her ever. Ezzy is gone. I have no one but doctors and nurses in this high security facility. I'm Joker minus Harley. I doubt I will ever make a return to YouTube. If I do, it will be a miracle. I don't know when I can get my phone again to do this. I told them I wanted to let my audience know I wasn't dead. I know you people used me, fake ass friends. YouTuber and real friends don't fucking exist. I will be at this facility for the foreseeable future. The Reverend Joker. You want to comment on that?
So one thing people might not know who haven't been following Rev for long is that something that... can a mod put Fupa's channel in here too, into the chat? Because I'm far too busy to do that, and lazy. Rev does is...
Was that you telling me to do that? Because I'm not doing that.
No, someone will do it. Someone will do it. He lies about where he is a lot in the past history. So when he was in the first Colorado house and Shani got arrested that first time, they were like, we're going to leave this apartment. Like, trolls know where we are. We know where we're living. We're going to move. But this time we're going to move and not tell anybody where we've moved to. So when they went to the new Colorado house, they told everybody that they'd moved to Japan. Like, it's always a stretch, right? So they do that to go, I don't want someone to locate me. I don't want people to try and dial up and find out where I am. Even when Shani was put into that hotel, that after she got arrested and she wasn't allowed to be within a certain feet from Jason. She went to a hotel and she was streaming from the hotel. Trolls found out what hotel that was within 5 minutes. Just from the. Do you remember that, Silent?
Yeah. So I think they use like door handles or some shit.
Yeah, so that's why like people go, if he's in a hotel or if he's in, da 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 da, insert location here. When they say that, they go, but he would be film. That's why the people say, I believe his story because he would be live streaming on his phone. But people forget that if he does that and he's on cam, we will know where he is almost within half a day at worst, because everything's on Google. You can just Google it. Like, they can track you down very, very, very easily, especially if it's a hotel. Like, Shani was in a hotel and they located her so quickly. It wasn't funny, like how quickly they located where she was. So Rev, being either being told to stay off social media or scared Shani's going to locate him, would have the motivation not to stream, especially not to be on cam. It doesn't mean he couldn't stream or whatever, but not be on cam. That's what I think is going to happen next. I give it maybe a week and he'll be doing streams just with a black screen. The photos. What do you think, Sarnat?
I mean, I think that's the most likely, that he's just gonna do like a blank screen or a black screen and then try to make it out like he is somewhere that he's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So people out there saying, well, if he's in a hotel, why isn't he streaming? I'm telling you, that's why. Because you can find out where he is very, very quickly if he live streams, particularly on camera. You would find out where he is. And then also, he's so clever, isn't he? Past me. Past me is very clever. I just said the same thing again. I'm going to try and avoid that. So you please interrupt as much as you want, Silent, and I'll pause it. So when Jason got arrested for kicking Zach, when he came back, he pretended that he wasn't in the state anymore. He said, I'm no longer in PA. I'm leaving Shani. I'm just in the car and I'm driving. I don't know where I'm going to go. While the whole time he was outside in the car. Okay. So there's this constant history of pretending to be somewhere else. And we pretty much know for 100% certainty he's not in a hospital, because especially what he says, like a behavioral institution, because they don't allow you to have anything. They take everything off you before you go in there. So he wouldn't have been able to post this, and he wouldn't be able to receive phone calls like he is now. So we all know he's not there. We all know that's pretty much, I think we can all agree. I'll scold past me. We don't know that, lols. We don't know that, lols. The reason I'm speaking with such confidence is because there was someone in the community who claims that they work at these facilities and said, no, it's an impossibility. So I just took it as granted, but I'm an idiot. So there is a chance he's in a hospital. I have to retract that. There is a chance. Is that right, Silent?
A slim chance at this point.
Because I always go back to, well, think about the time of the day, though. So even if he's allowed a phone, why are they allowing him to make a phone call at 12 midnight or 3 in the morning?
And that would be, like, at that point in time, like, they usually have, like, a lights out time where you're supposed to be asleep. They're not going to be putting that at midnight or, like, after midnight. It's going to be, like, 10 o'clock, maybe, where they're going to expect him to be asleep or in his bed at least. They're not going to be handing him a phone and then supervising his use of the phone at that point. Like, they're not going to do that.
So stick around, people in the chat. I'll play the voicemail and the text messages very shortly. In fact, he's not in a hospital or in a facility that he says that he's in. So it's like, well, where is he then? Hello, Bella. Really good bad boy. Trex. I said hello to Trex already. This is just, in my opinion, just a diversion. Oh, also the fact that he, I said that he had deleted his channel. He hasn't. I found another link. It's actually privatized. So he's privatized his his channel, which is usually Shani would just get him to delete it. So that's why I don't think Shani's with him, because he would have just deleted it, and her channel's still up as well. The fact that he's privated it is a very Rev thing to do, because he doesn't want to lose. He doesn't have to rebuild again. He's deleted so many channels in the past. So whatever explanation there is for all of this has to include the fact he's not in a hospital. He has access to his phone. And he didn't and he's just privatized his video, which tells his channel, which tells me that it's whatever he's doing is temporary, and he is planning on coming back at some point.
Okay. See, I disagree with you. I think he is somewhere, like, whether it be a shelter, a hospital, whatever. I just feel like he cannot stay away from his phone. But
Well, he could be in a shelter. I agree with you there. He could be in a shelter.
But
And
so before
the more I think about it, even shelters have like lights out periods where they don't want you to be like up to nonsense and disturbing other people's sleep. So, then that midnight would be well beyond that.
You'll hear in the voicemail in a minute there does appear to be a slight echo, which makes me think that if he is in a shelter, he could have snuck into the toilet.
That would make sense. Yeah.
But yeah, you'll hear, and he seems to be speaking softly as well. But you'll hear that in a minute.
show the text messages, I just want to say that I was like texting him pretty much on a daily basis. I would just send a text message to see if it would go through, and I would say, Rev, do you need money? Because if Rev is going to respond to anything, it's going to be someone offering him money or cigarettes or something like that. So obviously wanted to get his attention, and I knew he'd respond to that. I did not send him money for this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So here are the text messages, folks. So she said like she'll send a message saying, "Do you need money?" and he'll respond. But people are sort of arguing with me about it. But I been following this dude for over a decade, and since the Shenny years, he hates going online and begging. He hates it. People say, "Oh no, he likes it." If it's for him, he likes it. No. It has to be a necessity, like because he wasn't begging for food. Think about it. When he got skeleton, when he became a skeleton, where was the begging then? He was only did the begging when he had to, and when he would do it, it would be begrudging. Like you remember something, like he would go, like I don't really want to be doing this, guys. I really don't want to be doing this, guys. But I need a couple of bucks, for some food. But it'd be always $27, which was the cost of cigarettes and Delta. Remember?
Yeah.
There's always a reason.
It was odd how everything came in like some type of divisible by 27 amount.
Yeah. So like people are following for a long time. Like listen to people that have been around for a long time. He's never liked begging. Trust me. He's never liked doing it. Shani would force him to do it, which was even worse. But you'll notice every time he does beg, it's for a specific reason, like his addiction, to satisfy his addictions. It was never anything necessity-wise. And so I think if I put my Rev brain in, so let me just smack my head against the brick wall really hard. If I put my Rev brain in, he wouldn't like someone saying, "Hey, do you want some money?" He would hate that. So I don't think that would motivate him to contact you back. That's just my personal opinion. What do you think? Because you've known him a fair long time too.
Well, I mean, not as long as you have, and you also used to speak with him, so I usually defer to your judgment since you didn't know him for a long time and knew him much better than I ever did.
Yeah, he didn't like people offering, or because he used to offer when he was when he had money, he would give people, even when they were down to like the last few $100. They did like those trivia streams, and they were giving like real money away to people, like cash apping people if they won the prize. When we knew they were getting down to nearly no phone calls. Phone calls. Sorry, I read something in the chat. Nearly no money. They were getting right down to it. It's not in his nature to. So I don't think Rev would respond to a message like that with attention. You'd probably get his attention by saying, "Hey, do you want to see my fupa?" You'd probably get his attention that way, but yeah. Radicalist tip lols. Yeah, tip lols.
Okay.
Goes to charity, folks.
I said today after you told me about the.
Plus, I want to see if the bucket works. So if I would you guys like that? If I got that bucket up the top here, up the top of the screen, and it fills up with like turd burgers and that. Would you like that?
Buffed weep thing. I said, Rev, do you need some money? Let me know if you need some. And it went through. see, my messages had been going and saying not delivered or whatever. And he said, "You were such a sweetie. I don't need money where I'm at."
Hey, here's a scenario for you, Silent. What about the uncle took his phone, said, "I don't trust you to stay off the internet. I don't want bricks being sent to my address, and cement and elephant
Why?
shit."
Free bricks. Free bricks. That's something.
Let me go with Siri. Go, hey, Jason. And, I don't know why he talks like him, just because he does. He sounds exactly like Jason. Hey, Jason, give me your fucking phone, buddy. You're not allowed to have your phone. I don't want to get bricks and elephant shit sent to my house, my guy. Give me your phone. So I can see that scenario where he's give me the phone, right, for a period, and then Jason's like, well, how can I go for a job if I don't have a phone? And he's like, well, you can have it back, but I'm warning you. And he's like, oh, okay, uncle, okay, Tommy. What do you think of that scenario? The uncles took the phone, and that explains why like her messages weren't going through. Like he's turned it off.
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense because that seems to be a consistent thing that the uncles wanted too. When they first moved into his house, like the first time when they were supposed to stay in the main level and all that, that was one of the stipulations too, was to not be on the internet or not be streaming and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Of course, they never listened to him, but
yeah, so someone in chat says, I'm talking to a program director of health services right now. She said some modern programs actually let people have their phones. But again, at 2 at 12 and 3 in the morning, making phone call from a medical facility with their sick people? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think the nurse would be telling him to shut the F up.
and like I said too, they try to have people stick to a schedule generally, so they're not gonna be like he would have to do that knowing that it is potentially something that he could get in trouble for.
Yeah.
And why would he just now, if he's allowed to have his phone this
Yeah.
whole time? You know?
Yeah, why just now exactly? That's why I'm thinking of the uncle. Yeah, it's just give me your phone. This is a stipulation of me looking after your dumbass. Give me your phone. You're not. I don't trust you not to go live or do something stupid. So give me your phone. And then he's had it for 2 weeks. However long? How long's it been? 3 weeks or something? Like something like that. So you go, I'm taking it, and then Rev's like, Uncle Tommy, I went down to McDonald's, but they need my phone number, And he's like, okay, you can have your phone back. That's what I think. Well, that's what I surmise could be the case.
I'm in a mental facility outside the state of PA. For now, this is my future. For as it seems, according to docs and cops, I'm not getting out of here anytime within probably the next year at least. Things happened with the Shanny deal. That's all I can say. They let me have my phone a lot now.
They being the uncle?
And then I said, oh, thank God you aren't on the street. What deal with her being in the mental ward? Is she even alive? He said, I don't know if she's dead or alive. All I know is she was 302'd. That's the last I heard. And I said, why are they keeping you for that long? Is it because of your bipolar or are you getting treatment for the alcohol? He said, it has to do with what happened in my grandmother's room where I nearly blank her with a effing.
I'll read it. Where I nearly stuck her with a fucking glass lamp. I love this. This is the part, like the glass lamp. Where'd that come from? We have Fupa's final, last leak audio thingy when the cops turned up for that second final time, and he didn't mention anything about a glass lamp. Can someone out there go and have a look at if the videos are still there? Go and have a look and see if you can see a glass lamp even in the grandma's room. That room was relatively bare, wasn't it?
Yeah, I only remember seeing a bed in there, like the mattress and the bed frame. I don't remember seeing anything else. Although at the time, granted, there was a giant stain in the shape of a heart and period blood. It was a little distracting. So
it's a little distracting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew.
Glass lamp. And I said, oh my God, they are blaming you for that. You were trapped. He said, yes, they are blaming me, and I'm probably going to be charged and forced to plead guilty. And he says, kind of fucked here. I'm in contact with lawyers. And I asked him if his uncle could get him a lawyer for
Thank you for subscribing, Kathleen.
the charge. Maybe they could like lessen the charge. And he said, I've met some cool people recently, good contacts, so fuck. It might take time, but something good might come from this bullshit. And then he sent me a voice note.
So we're going to hear the voice note, folks.
Let me get my phone and play it.
I swear this is not me. What do you think, folks?
It's a different situation, you know. You can be pretty private in this place if you keep to yourself. Okay. It's a unique situation, but the reason I can have my phone and be like this in here is because they know that I'm not a violent threat, because I've been around tons of people, you know, in these behavioral health hospitals now, and I never got violent. So they're like evaluating me here. That's pretty much what's happening. God bless you. You're a beautiful girl, you know?
So I want to pause and see people's reaction. What do you think about this? And
So what do you guys think too? Like, it sounds like there's a very slight echo. He seems to me like he's trying to hide the call or the voicemail. Like he's not talking loud like he usually does. His voice isn't high. It's low. It's down low. What do you think, Silent?
I mean, I hear, I guess, what could be an echo. I don't know if it's an echo necessarily or just the way his phone is sounding. It does sound like he's trying to whisper and like not make a lot of noise, though.
Now, what I want, the real question is, if I ran his voice through ChatGPT, would he be Ezzy? Would it say that he is Ezzy?
Probably.
There's a 99% chance that this one is Rev is Ezzy. But seriously though, like I'm starting to like the theory that's developing here in my head, where the uncle, that would explain why her texts weren't going through, and now they suddenly are. That the phone's literally been turned off, where Shani's was disconnected. You can still get through to his voicemail, but it's instant. So the phone's basically off. And why would it be off? He's addicted to everything. He's addicted to attention. He's addicted to porn. He's addicted. It's his like device. It's his tools of the outside world. It's starting to make a lot more sense to me that to not give the game away, he would replace true things with false things. So if you take the hospital out of state, is literally just his uncle's house. Okay, so it's like a hospital to him, because the uncle's probably not allowing him to drink. He's telling him to get his act together. So he's treating that in his brain like this is like I can tell people I'm in mental health facility, because it's basically the same deal. Like I don't have access to a computer or a phone. I'm told what to do. I don't know. Maybe I'm over analyzing it. What do you think, Silent?
I mean, I do think you're probably overanalyzing it a little bit, but I mean, it does make sense. Like that, he would be told not to use his phone, or the phone would be turned off by some other person, maybe taken from him. Like that's the only way I see it really working, is if someone has physically taken his phone from him, because he would have already crumbled if he had access to it.
Yeah, it just explains a lot for me. Because, I'm the only way my theory works, obviously, is if I discount the hospital being any essence of truth to it. Right? I've abandoned that. If it turns out that he's telling the truth and they let him have a phone at 3 a.m, well, okay, I'll take that. But logically speaking, just using using, I was going to say deductive reasoning, but it's not really deductive, but using like inferring different facts and saying what's the probability or likelihood of it being correct. We know he's not on the street. Okay, so you could rule things out. We know he's not on the street because he wouldn't be alive. And what
Yeah.
you have to come up with a scenario where his phone's off. Why is it off? And he's not using it. He hasn't got the
Yeah.
willpower to just not use it, right?
No.
So the hospital works as a scenario for him, but we know Jason also likes to lie about things like this, like the Colorado, Japan. I'm out of state. I've left Shanny, and he was out the front. He was out in the front yard, sleeping in the car or whatever. Like, so we know that he makes things up to try and hide where he is. We know he's done that many times in the past. They both have done that many times in the past. So you have to, wherever he is, you have to include the fact that he had his phone off and it wasn't by choice. So if you go by that, okay, hospital or mental facility works. But now he's got access to the phone. So is he still in the facility? Maybe he was there and he's not there now. That's also possible.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and the other thing about the facility that sort of is questionable to me would be like why would he be in it for such a weird amount of time? Normally those facilities will hold you like until they think you're stable or like for a certain number of hours or days. So they want to get him out as fast as possible. The goal is to make sure he isn't a danger to himself or other people. So I don't know. I just don't see them holding on to him as long as he has been with without talking to people or with his phone off.
Does managing mods let you do polls?
No, I can't do anything.
Let me
I
just.
can't do anything. I can't even like I can't even pin things. That's how sad managing mod is. Can't do shit.
So I'm going to do a poll. So where is Rev? Uh, uncles. So put in your mind. Okay, hadn't had access to his phone for a few weeks. Okay, let's just take for granted that that wasn't by choice. Okay, so think about that when you're thinking about all these different options. All right, let's try that. So where is Rev? So I've got hotel, uncles, where he says he is, or shelter. So we'll let that run for a little bit. So I'm ruling, me personally, I'm ruling out the hospital scenario. He may have been there at some point. He's not there now. I'm ruling out the hospital. Um, I think I'm ruling that out completely. And I think the other three options are live, in my opinion. I think hotel, for me, hotel's always been the most likely, in my opinion. It's happened before. You can get really cheap hotels in that area, and I can see the uncle, putting up. He's been helping him for how long now? Like, why would he stop now? He's a good Christian man. He's not going to put him out freezing on the street. I think all those medical excuses don't make any sense, especially since, as you were saying, like something like, especially like the out of state. That's a load of rubbish. And Rev does hit big when he lies. So I just don't think any of those things are likely. I think the hotel for me is, or at the uncle's, is more likely, given his history and his past behaviour, and the fact the uncle is a good Christian man, and there's no way. Even though people go, no, the uncle's definitely done with him. I don't know about that. The uncle's been done with him for years now. So
Yeah,
why
but I
start
mean,
now?
I also, on top of just being a good Christian man, whatever, I do think he's kind of in a difficult position because he had one sibling who was Rev's parent, Rev's mom, and she had one child. So, and both of his parents are gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he doesn't have anybody else to really help him out. Like, his uncle is his last lifeline. So, I mean, do you just abandon your one nephew who doesn't have anyone else, whose parents are dead? I mean, it's difficult to make that kind of decision.
Yeah, it's why I'm leaning towards that as the most likely outcome. There's a number of different reasons why I think that, but he would be absolutely idiotic if he streamed and he went on cam, because we would know anyway, either way where he was. And he seems clear to me, especially how he's been talking and desperate for this different information to come out there. Like Wookie, I think Wookie's been helping him with the different narratives, because Wookie's told about 5, 6 different stories now. Rev seems to be disagreeing with her last story that he was in a shelter. What was it again? Salvation Army shelter. There is one of those in the area. Actually, I thought she said Saint Vincent initially, and there's no Saint Vincent there. And I've always said since the house was condemned, I've been saying Wookie is making stuff up to try and protect Rev, and I seem to have been correct by that assumption. And if you think about it, if you're Rev and you really don't want Shani anywhere near you, and you don't want trolls to find you because your uncle will then truly kick you out, you would make something up, wouldn't you? You'd say, "I'm not in the I'm not even in the state." He's saying now, like, I'm not even there. He said that before when
Yeah.
he kicked Zach.
Hmm.
It's the same
And he
story.
wasn't supposed to be back in the house. Then he, oh yeah, I'm not in the house. I'm not even in the state. I'm driving out of the state in the vehicle that never moves. Yeah.
So I think this is a story he's comfortable to tell, and the more true things about a story, the easier it is to tell. And I think that's why I think the uncle scenario is not a bad option too. I'm probably 50-50 hotel or uncles, because I can see the uncle taking the phone off him, because I've got to use my own rules here. If the phone was forcibly off for 3 weeks, and he was just in a hotel, why wouldn't you just turn the phone back on? Like, or the uncle said, "You can have the hotel, but I'm taking your phone." And he's like, "Well, how do I get a job if I don't have a phone?" So those scenarios seem more plausible to me than anything else. But who knows? Let me just check the poll. We've got uncles 48%, shelter 24%, hotel 17%, and he is where he says he is 11%. So the majority of people think he's at the uncles, which seems
Which does,
fair.
yeah. And I mean, that would also have it so that the uncle isn't paying out any more money to Rev, like to house him anywhere. Like, he
Yeah,
seems like the safest option.
and like the uncle, you got to think the uncle's now lost his house, or this second house he's lost, that he was trying to sell. He's condemned 2 houses. He knows that he condemned his mother's house. He's condemned both houses he was given, and I can see the uncle like, I'm not paying for you to stay in a hotel. Like, I'm not going to say you can drink and go online and do whatever. You're staying with me, and he's treating that like a high security facility. As I said, it makes the story easier to tell. Like, he's having to sneak around now. He's finally got his phone back. He can send text messages, and the uncle thinks he needs the phone to get a job, so he's finally given it back to him. And if he's caught with the phone, he's in big trouble. So he's basically treating like he always used to fantasize. Remember about Nurse Ratchet and being in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He used to always do like little. He always plays these different personas. Remember that persona he used to play, like he was talking to Nurse Ratchet.
Yeah. He like fantasized about being so mentally ill and stuff that he would be in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and like,
So I can see him playing
well,
that fantasy out at the uncle's, like, waiting, because that would explain why he's sending stuff at 12 at night and 3 in the morning, like the uncle's asleep.
yeah.
Yeah, it's starting to grow on me, the possibility of the uncles, people that
Well,
pick that.
that's one of the things that I thought would be a strong possibility, just because if you're the uncle and one of your biggest expenses is Rev, and you want to make sure he's not with Shani, what better way to do it than put him in your house and then you know exactly what's happening.
Yeah,
Like you're on top of him 24/7.
he would hate it too. Like he would absolutely hate being under the thumb of the uncle. Let me play
I
the.
mean, you can't really blame the uncle for wanting that though. That's really the only way the Rev is going to change his ways. Because if it wasn't for the uncle, I would imagine that he would already be on live again. That him and Shani would probably be like in the parking lot of the McDonald's using their free Wi-Fi to try to stream like Vaughn and John did. Like,
Silent, is that Hogan's Heroes in the background?
no, it is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Excuse
Oh,
you.
cool. That's pretty cool.
I had to put something on for my cat. So,
Let's go back and listen to the recording for new people that have popped in and maybe not heard it.
Take time, but something good might come from note.
Here we go.
Let me get my phone and play it.
Let's play the recording again. What do you think, folks?
It's a different situation, You can be pretty private in this place if you keep to yourself. Okay? It's a unique situation. But the reason I can have my phone and be like this in here is because they know that I'm not a violent threat. Because I've been around tons of people, in these behavioral health hospitals now, and I never got violent. So they're like evaluating me here. That's pretty much what's happening. God bless you. You're a beautiful girl,
So there it is, folks. Again, that's Jason not in the flesh, but that's Jason's voice. It sounds to me like, again, I've listened to this again. He's like, I could see him sitting on the toilet seat, with the door shut and like a towel or something over his head to get, muffle it to try and get as quiet as he can. He's talking right into the speaker, and that's why his voice is so deep. He's like, you can be private in here, guys. You can be private in this place. It's great, safe, and because usually he's like, gotta wear cat ears, guys. I'm Revelina. Like that's how he talks. He doesn't talk, this deep voice. So I think he's really trying to be quiet. That screams he's not allowed to be doing this. So it doesn't look like a supervised phone call to me, folks, at a hospital, I've got to say. It's BS. He's probably being charged with violence, but they have let him have a phone as he's not violent. Well, that doesn't make any sense. If he's got charges on him and there's, you're not violent. It's like a parody of Skinny Mealy Mouth Twink and a gargantuan raging overbearing ham beast. So that's what I think. We'll see what Fupa thinks now.
So I want to pause and see people's reaction. What do you think about this? And I will say, if you listen to that audio clip, there's like a slight echo in the room, which makes me believe that...
Oh, I got another explanation, Silent. Maybe he's talking up Shani's hoo-ha. That's why there's an echo.
Yeah, that makes sense too. It is quite cavernous.
Yeah, am I wrong for that?
I mean, I don't think so. I've said worse. So
he's not like at his uncle's house on the couch.
Howdy, Kristen. He's been known to... if anybody would like to support the channel, pinned up the top is the link to my Streamlabs tipping thingy. All the revenue, all the money goes to charity. And I've got a little tipping bucket, which I'm keen to see what happens if someone give me $1. I'm interested to see if something goes into the bucket. Stream from the toilet. I wouldn't be surprised if he's sitting on the toilet while he sent you that.
Oh my God.
He has been known to do that. When Rev lies, he's not a very good liar, and he lies big. He makes big, grandiose statements that sort of it's just silly. There's probably other scenarios he could have thought up or whatever to think of a better argument for where he's why he's not around and stuff. But to claim that you're in a mental facility and you're the only one that's allowed a phone is just ludicrous. He's not in a mental facility. I'm certain of that.
So,
I was a bit too 100% about that last night. I'm probably coming back around to being in that position again, but Fupa still feels like he could be telling the truth. Like, this is possible, and like I just don't. I don't know if any of us will really know, but it just seemed odd to me. I think the time of the call is the real weirdness about it. That's what really makes me think this isn't true.
yeah. But I mean, for the way that his voice sounds and like if there's an echo or not, like she's spoken with him on the phone probably more than either of us have.
Mm-hmm.
Like she would know a little bit about like what a normal room sounds like versus a room that's very echoey or like a sort of medical facility sort of room.
See, Janice says, my best guess is he was in a psych hold, didn't have his phone, and has been moved to some sort of halfway house where he has more phone privileges, possibly pure speculation. But I mean, why would you lie about that though? Why would you say he's continuing to be in hospital if he's just you could just say I'm in a halfway house? Like that's just there's no harm in saying that.
I mean, like it could be easier for people to find the halfway house. Maybe I don't know.
They're not I wouldn't think they'd be registered. You couldn't find them because they'd be for security.
Yeah, no, you can. Like they're not always like
Well, that's
hidden
silly.
or anything like
That's
that.
silly. If you like, like a battered wife, or whatever, and she goes into a woman's shelter.
There's
you know
different
exactly
shelters
where it is.
for. There's different shelters for that. So like the battered women's shelters are usually hidden. They don't tell you where those are.
Yeah.
But if it's like a halfway house where you're, a lot of times those are for people that were on drugs and they're trying to rehabilitate and to, get back into normal society. Like that isn't going to be hidden.
Do you mean because let's think about this for a second then? How is he paying for it, or is it charity?
That's the other big thing for me too, and that's why I wondered about the psych facility because if you can't pay for it, and most people can't, even people that are properly insured can't, like he still would be getting out of there as fast as possible. They're not going to hold him for weeks at a time. They're going to make sure that he's not going to harm himself, he's not going to harm anyone else, and then they're going to get him out of there quick. So, I don't know.
Andrea says could be in a motel room. So yeah, I think it's one possibility.
True. I don't mean motel rooms can be quite echoey. Same thing for motel bathrooms. So.
Revolver Birdie says Corky was in a halfway house, streamed all the time. Yeah, but the difference is Corky wasn't being hunted by a gargantuan.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's not so much got to worry about like the viewers or the people that are trying to like poo touch or stuff like that. It is Shani. Like he's got to watch himself because she's on the warpath. She will try to get back in there by any means necessary. Because I'm sure she's not doing well if she's not with him.
Oh, we were saying this we'll probably get to it, but we were saying this last night. Like Shani, on the other hand, I think she's loving it. I think she's absolutely well. Other than Rev not paying for his crime against her, she's loving it. She's got everything she wants now. If the story's true, she's in a nursing home. That's what someone said in the chat the other day. If that's true, why would she complain? She's got everything she ever wanted. She's got someone wiping her ass. She's got someone feeding her 3 meals a day. She probably doesn't like the food, but she's getting food. She's getting any drugs that she wants. She's probably got physical therapy. People are probably, massages or whatever they do. I don't know what they're doing. I'm talking shit now. I don't know what they do in nursing homes, but oh, yay! $3 tip. We got a $3 tip. Did it go in the tip jar? Doesn't. Oh yeah! Look! It went in the tip jar. Ah! Yeah. I'm going to make them little poo emojis.
Oh,
it went in the tip jar. Thank you. Who was it? Kristen Frost Laser Beams. Thank you for the $3 tip. It's going to charity, and more of it goes to charity too because I don't know. I don't think they take much of a cut on Streamlabs. I think you get to keep most of it. Yeah, I think you get to keep most of it. So that'll all go to charity and I'll provide receipts. I think I can cash it out whenever I want, so I have to think of a threshold. So because I don't want to be like giving $3 here and there to charity, maybe the threshold is like $100 or something. We can make it.
Yeah, I mean, or $50 to $50 to charity is a pretty decent amount, I'd say.
There was some money still in there too from last last time. I think Todd Malacote maybe gave me $25 in there. So I think I'll check it. There's probably a decent amount of money in there already. So thanks for that. It's probably up to $30 now, maybe in there. Maybe we'll cash out $50 and give it to a charity. Do a live stream, maybe we could do.
Yeah.
We could give it to charity live. We could do that live.
True. And if anybody has any charity suggestions or charities that they know of that are in need, let us know. Because we were always open to suggestions on like where it should go or what charity. If it's a U.S. charity, we just ask that it's one of those 501c3s, that it's like properly
And
recognized by the federal government as a charity.
and I'll make this commitment. I'll double it, right? So whatever you give in donation, I'll give is exact as well on top. So if you give three, I'll
Hey,
give three.
that's a good. Yeah, I mean, you got him to open his wallet, folks. That's a big one.
There are flies and moths in there, but yeah, and
Yeah,
cobwebs in there.
yeah.
But yeah, so thanks so much for that. I love that the tip jar works. That's awesome. I'm gonna make little poo emojis now. Call it the poo bucket. I'm gonna. So you're gonna help me
Yeah.
with that, Silent. You need to design a poo bucket for me, and I can replace that with what you design.
Oh my lord.
You need to
I'm
work.
always doing stuff.
Yeah, you need to work.
Always doing stuff for free for
And then
you.
we'll do like if you give $5, Silent's got to sing a song. You know, if you give $10, Silent's got to eat
No.
something nasty.
You know, we should do that, the Nasty Bean Challenge again.
Yeah, we'll do that too.
Those
We'll do
are
the nasty
nasty
jelly
jelly
bean.
beans.
Yeah, but I'm gonna love
Yeah.
I love the kidney one though, and I didn't get any. I wanted the kidney.
I got nothing but kidney in my my container. It
I
was
love that.
disgusting.
Bucket. Radical acceptance said bucket.
Now.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, before I forget, I was just also gonna say, like, the nursing home thing. The only thing about that wouldn't add up to me is how is she paying for it? Because her insurance isn't gonna pay that, and she's not legally disabled. So
Well,
how is that getting
She is
paid
legally
for?
disabled. She is. Why do people keep saying this? She has to be legally disabled because Rev was her carer.
Well, I mean, that's fair. But that's usually such a long process. How would she have gotten like
Well,
fast
she had
tracked
to have
through
been
disability?
approved. Well, she had to have been approved because how was Rev getting money for? And I believe he was getting paid because remember they weren't begging for like the longest time, and I believe that they did.
Yeah.
They did come around. Oh, hang on, but he lost the disability thing. He said he got fired, but could it be that they came around and said, "Shani, you've been reassessed. You're not disabled," and they took it off her?
Well, they might have started the process to get her disabled, and then like had Rev be her carer, and then when they did all of like the paperwork and did all the checks and stuff, then they discover, well, she's not, she doesn't meet the threshold for a disability, and then discontinued whatever benefit she was getting.
Yeah, it's a fraud Rev got. Yeah, it's yeah. Okay, so you're right then, Silent. You are right then. So how would she be in a nursing home if she lost all that?
Like they do, some places have public nursing homes where it is paid for by whatever county or whatever city the person lives in, but I don't see her even getting to a point where they would cover much more than a few days of that or a few weeks.
Yeah, it's we don't know. I think that's a much bigger mystery. And Shani, that we know she doesn't have a phone anymore because it's disconnected. Rev stopped paying for it, so it's disconnected. She has no family. She has no friends
No.
at all. So that's yeah.
I mean, the nearest person to her would be G-Man, like the nearest physical person in like relation to where she is in the country is G-Man that she could maybe try to get some help out of, but I don't think he would help her.
No, no way. He's very misogynist as well. He would help Rev over her any time. He doesn't like Shani at all. That'd be
And
imagine that twist. I mean, I would pay money for that. G-Man, if you're listening, G-Man pays your bills, whore. If G-Man is listening, please, 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 I will pay you to do a live stream with Shani. If Shani's living with you, I will pay you to make that reveal, and it's be like, Shani going, I love G-Man, I've been sucking on things, I've been doing weird things with him, and then G-Man going, yeah, I got laid for the first time ever, I'm not a virgin anymore. That'd be a great stream.
Honestly, I would also like consider payment if he just, goes under every bridge in Scranton trying to find a bridge troll. And like if he finds her and interviews her under her bridge, that would be good too.
I wish I had
I'm here
instant
for it.
access to that photo where she was at the bottom of the stairs and she turned to look up at Rev, and there's this face that she makes where she's like, she has her bottom jaw out, she's like, growling at him, and she's got that horrible, like, evil look on her face. I love that picture if anyone's seen it, where she's sitting at the bottom of the staircase and she's fucking furious.
And just because her phone service is turned off doesn't mean that she wouldn't have access to talk to people. Because if she goes on free Wi-Fi, her phone will still connect to Wi-Fi. She could get like a Wi-Fi number or like a Google number. She could still be trying to contact people. She could have Discord. I don't know if she does or not, but like if she's on a free Wi-Fi service, she would have the ability to talk to people.
She's forgot all her passwords, she can't get in.
I mean, that's possible. It is also possible that she maybe punched it in rage, and then it's broken now.
So just to read some of the chat, Janice says she doesn't. If she gets Medicaid, she is eligible for caregiver without disability payments.
I didn't know that.
Peter says no, she wasn't approved. It was a private company that was working with them. Ruby Deagle, she was not declared disabled through Social Security Administration, which is the official government stuff. She got it through APS, that's a different process. She has Medicaid through low income. It's a lot to type, but there's a thing for obese people that will help, but she's not legally disabled.
I know that obesity is one of the conditions that you can have to get disability. But even included in that is, I think I've read like depression and anxiety is also included.
It's probably why they gave her Ozempic.
Oh, that's true. Because most people can't get that.
And she's lost a lot of weight.
They don't have diabetes.
She's lost a lot of weight, no matter what people want to say. That last one, if people have seen that, the blinding experience when she was doing the porn bomb, you can tell, she's got a lot of rolls and stuff, but you can tell that's what happens to people's bodies when they lose a lot of fat, lose a lot of weight. So that's the body type that I saw. Yeah. Because she wasn't a solid. Remember when she first moved into the house, she's solid?
Yeah, she was solid and just a giant lump. You can see from the other streams that they did when they first got in there, she had to wear a bed sheet as a dress at first. And she was just wearing that bed sheet for ages, and that bed sheet got so nasty that it started to get a little see-through. I remember that was disgusting. I do still have a picture of that. I know I do, because I remember just being like, what the fuck is she wearing? And it was a bed sheet.
Melissa says Melissa Nunya, love that, her care aid could be temporary. She was too thick to wipe her bum, so that would qualify for help, but being big isn't a disability as it is temporary.
Hey Amber, you can't wipe your bum. You don't have to get a girlfriend to wipe it for you. The state will take care of you. Well, maybe not her state.
St. Vincent de Paul Thrift is the only place that have helped me with clothes and food when my home burnt down. We had nothing. That was just a few years ago. Another place helps. This is what, it pisses me off about Shani Rev. They always seem to land on their feet.
Yeah, I was telling you about the St. Vincent de Paul Society, or de Pauli, whatever. That's a Catholic-run charity that, because I've dealt with people that have even had to get, rental assistance and stuff through them. It is Catholic-backed charity. So it would make sense that there would be a shelter or something somewhere that has that. Maybe they're just giving a random name that is a common shelter name. I don't
know. Just saying there's no house anymore for her to move in. Think she will get placed by the government. Well, it may speed the process up. That's for certain. But I mean, how lucky though? Like someone can lose their home through fire or whatever, and then these idiots are fine. No problem. It's like I'm homeless. I go to the doctor. It's fine. Or call. I need relationship advice. Call the cops.
Yeah, that's what the cops are for. Relationship advice.
It's just ridiculous to me. I just if this was in Australia, you'd go okay, fair enough, because all these services are available. But I wouldn't have thought you'd have all access to all this help over there. Like we're a seen as like a socialist type country with massive amounts of social welfare. For example, like a lot of people don't know this, that you can not have worked a day in your life and still get social security at the same amount that you would have got even if you had worked. Did that sentence make sense? What I mean to say is that you don't have to pay into it. We don't pay into Social Security here other than tax. We don't pay a separate amount that goes to our personal Social Security. We have like a 401k, but we can't access that unless we're over the retirement, or under special circumstances you can access that money. But that's a forced government payment from your employer. I don't have to put into that. That's something the employer puts in. But yeah, you can have not have worked a day in your life, and then at 40 you can qualify for any benefits you want, or qualify at 18 for any benefits you want. It doesn't matter.
Like, we have, like, when you get to Social Security age, which is like 65, something like that, if you've never worked a day in your life, you will still get like a minimum amount of Social Security. But like, other than that, it's based on your income.
I've
So
known
the more you
people.
make, the more you get. But there's like a maximum.
Oh yeah, we have that here too. But I've known people that have not worked a day in their life, and they're like 50 years old, and they've not worked. They try and make you work, but they might have done some volunteer stretches here and there, because you can volunteer, and for I think it's 15 hours a week you can volunteer for, and still get your social security and your welfare and your free travel passes and stuff like that. Like, it's pretty decent, and it always goes up, depending on which government's in power. It always goes up nearly every year. Like, I always get annoyed. I'm like, I don't get a pay rise, and like people that are on welfare are getting pay rises this year. It's like, it sucks. Why are you getting 10% and I'm getting nothing?
Um,
Oh, I
After
just
that,
put in the chat one of those pictures of her early on, so you can do a little bit of a size comparison if you want it.
Well, but I need one of. Have you got the? Can you? I don't know if you can take a screenshot of the porn bomb and just black out
Yeah, I'll do
the
that.
bits, and then I can compare. Then I'll do a comparison.
that
I
I
mean, I
said,
can't do
thank you,
that because
Rev.
I definitely didn't download it.
I gave it to you. So you silly person. You could have just blamed me and said you gave it to me. See.
I tried to call you after you disappeared. I tried calling Blank and they didn't have you. And I called several other hospitals, but I couldn't find you. By any chance, have you been in contact with
Just for you, so she's reading from another screen. I'll tell her here in a minute that she's not sharing the right screen.
Wookie? He said, yeah, like Wookie is the only person really I've been talking to because Ezzy is gone, completely, totally
Izzy!
fucking gone.
Are you supposed to be showing a screenshot, just letting you know you haven't updated whatever's on the
Oh,
screen? There we
there we
go.
go.
I wish I had that Ezzy girl.
And then I
How can I find a woman not fat?
said, well, the reason I ask is she had mentioned some updates in the community. I believe someone said that Wookie said that you were at blank and then blank shelter, but it turned out neither were true. And then he confirmed that he was at a certain place for a short time. And then I said, I wonder why they said you weren't there. He said they transferred me to a place I can't talk about. I can't say anything else about this. I said, okay, why did you delete your channel though? And he said, Shani really wants me to go away for aggravated assault. And I said, fuck her, dude. She gets away with everything. And then he said it was my decision to hide my channel for now. I don't want flag wars to kill it. I hid my channel. And I said, oh, okay, that's smart.
That flag war thing is very interesting. A flag war? He wasn't being flagged that I know of. Why would they start now? Like, it's just a dumb reason. Like, that's just a lie. To me, that's a lie. A straight lie. Straight up lie.
There you go. I
What,
censored it.
what do you think, Simon? That's a straight up lie. He's saying that he privated the channel because he didn't want flag wars. Well, does that make any sense?
Yeah, he wasn't getting flagged. Well, as far as we know, he wasn't getting flagged. He might have been getting some flags.
Well, for the cat outfit. For the cat show that he was doing.
Yeah, the cat stuff, and he was like, wasn't he saying sexual things too?
Oh, yes, you're right. Maybe, okay, maybe he's telling the truth then, I don't know. I'm just so used to him lying. Can I really show that?
I mean, I censored it.
Not really.
Yes, I did. Can't see anything.
No, I want a black bar around the top of the legs and a black bar around the boobicles.
Walls, but I made little hearts.
No, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble.
But I made little hearts.
We'll make the heart bigger.
Oh my god, fine. He's so
What are your
paranoid,
thoughts?
chat.
Well, he hadn't been getting flagged, as far as I know. So I don't know why now he would suddenly start getting flagged. I just said that, LolzCow. And he's protecting his channel by privating it. Yeah, for what reason? If he's not planning on coming back for a long time, makes me think that he's that noise you can hear in the back is my bloody cat trying to get in the room. Planning a return much sooner.
I don't know. I mean, it does make sense. Like, if you're not going to be on social media and you're not going to be able to monitor whether you're getting flagged for this and that, it would make sense to private everything. So maybe he doesn't plan on being on YouTube for a while. But, he declined receiving money. So that makes me feel like he's got to be at a facility where he doesn't need money for food. They're not letting him smoke.
He's at a facility, all right? He's at the uncle's. He's treating it like a facility, in my opinion. He's never liked asking for anything. He's never liked. So I took from that when you said people got so angry when I said that. Like, he doesn't like asking. He doesn't. Go back and watch the old streams. He hates doing it. He begrudgingly does it, and it's only for his addictions. It's not for food or anything. Offered him money. It's only if it's food for Shani to stop him getting beatings. It's not like he hates it. People have been around for a while. You back me up here. Rev hated begging for money. He never liked that. Shani would always force him to go on. Janice says that sound was Rev trying to get in and stay with you. He could stay with me. Rev, you can come and stay here, guys. It's fine. It's fine. We can, and start up, channel, and we could do cooking videos. We could make peanut butter and granola bars. We could do that. And the mint jelly, the mint rice jelly. It's stoner stuff right there. Live and beg for money. He hated just doing it. Like, he didn't like asking ever. Radical acceptance birthday, everybody in the chat. Sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Radical Acceptance. Happy birthday to you. People give him money fine, but he didn't like asking for it. It was always a chore. So I think it's possible that he's rejecting money because he just doesn't. See, I if you tell me it's your birthday, I'll sing as Rev for your birthday. All right, it's a new thing we're going to do on this channel. It's totally original. No one ever used to do it before, did they, Silent?
Definitely not.
No, I'm the first one to come up with that idea. He's never liked that idea. Revolver Bernie says he's old AF. Me too. Of just sort of getting money, like for charity or whatever, because he used to do that himself when he had money. It's just something about it, like he just hated doing it. So it's a weird thing. But all right, let me hide the screen just so people don't get their eyes bleeding.
And I just so you know,
I
I
shouldn't
made
get in
it
trouble
look
for
pretty.
that. That's okay. I shouldn't get in trouble for that. I nearly
I
clicked on
made
the
it
wrong. I
pretty,
nearly
and you
clicked on the
said
wrong
don't make
thing.
it pretty.
I nearly clicked on the wrong thing. Open link. Here we go. God, I nearly clicked on the wrong image. That's hilarious. Lucky I've got my hit screen hidden.
So these pictures are from when.
Hang on. They're not seeing it yet. They're not seeing it yet. Hang on.
Oh my god.
I've got my hit screen hidden just in case. All right.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
let me go back. I'm being careful because people don't like me and that. All right, go.
I don't know why they wouldn't like you.
So they're seeing it now.
Okay, so these are from like the first, either the first time that they were at the uncle's or when they had just moved back into the uncle's. I think it was the first time they were at the uncle's.
Yep.
Because the curtains behind them are still white. The lace curtains have not gone yellow yet.
We're gonna play. What's that body part? There. What's that?
Yeah. I don't know what any of it is.
I don't know what any of it is.
That
It's
could
like,
be a roll. That could be a booby. I don't know.
you know, God, you need a Sherpa to get up that land mass. Jeez.
This was the bed sheet era, right? She has a cardigan on that was like huge on her, maybe in Colorado, and now she's got a bed sheet, and that cardigan looks like she's a fat guy in a little coat.
This is when Jason's seen this. He this is what he said.
Because it's killing me.
A little bit of background sounds. So that's that one, and then you got this one. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, this one I just I had to like highlight some detail for people because like it was difficult to determine what was going on where, and then also the bed sheet started to decline very quickly.
I want the full image of this. I don't want you to draw a face on it. Like you got the droopy eyes and the mouth there.
Just make it. You know, it kind of looks like it could be like a frog, like a big frog.
So Gibby says it's upper tit roll. She said this was upper tit roll.
It's possible. It's also possible it could be a stomach roll that's holding up the upper tit.
Eileen says it's a liver tit.
It could be the liver tit. I mean, yeah.
Jenna's wrong for that. She says it's upper vagina fat. And she's wrong. She's been banned for that. That's
very upper.
Banned for that.
Yeah.
Bloody come back to crying. She came back to crying. So name that body part. Well, which are we gonna do? This one here. This little underneath the tit. What's that? This.
That's the second pair of tits.
It's like Mount Vesuvius when it erupted. Look at it. It's like the lava coming down the hill.
You know, they're just liver boobs, you know.
Liver boobs. I didn't even think that was a thing. Liver boobs.
Hey, you get to that stage where, you know, you have such bad fatty liver, I guess you get boobs from it.
So we compare it now. Now, this I swear this has been censored. All right? Like you can't get me in trouble.
I made it so much prettier and he made me make it ugly. So, you know.
Oh, shit's so large. What are you doing?
What?
You're so large in the picture.
I mean,
all right, okay, we're zooming out. We're zooming out. You better not have got a little bit of nip there.
No, there's no nip.
It's just that's her wart. That's her titty wart, isn't it?
Yeah.
The little dark patch there. It could be shadow because she's casting shadow over her own
It
body.
is shadow.
She's like a fucking human.
Nothing.
You know, what do they call them things that you can tell time? Sundial. She's like a human sundial. You can tell what time it is by the shadow of her tit.
I gave her little pasties and I gave her like little underwears, and he said no.
I take it back a little bit. I don't reckon she has lost a lot of weight.
But she doesn't have like the liver boob thing going on anymore. Like she definitely lost some weight on her like upper chest area, because like that's gone. The liver boobs are gone.
Jump scare. Like a boob crossword puzzle, Leachy says.
The liver boobs are gone though. Like she doesn't have liver boobs anymore. So she just lost some belly weight.
The ashen flesh boulder.
And maybe her fatty apron is drooping a little bit more.
I'll take it off the screen if someone gives me $1. I'll take it off the screen and so stay on there and see if someone gives me a buck.
That's mean.
So what is that? It's like back boob. She's got back boob. She's got two fupas.
Yeah, she's got the primary and the secondary. She needs a backup just in case.
So she produces twice the amount of fupa cheese.
Yeah.
Ew.
She's got to dig it out. That's where she stores her yeast for later.
Ew. Ew. You're on for that. This is extortion, Gibby says. This is extortion. Charity channel extorting people for Shani's boob. I thought she looked good in her Spanx when she blooded the bed. Ew. She lost weight. That is just all the extra skin that is stretched out. Yeah, that's what I think too. It's just that she was solid back in the day. She was a big bitch.
And she definitely, I think she had more belly fat. It looks like she's lost some belly fat.
I don't know how to highlight comments in this thing. It doesn't let me do it, but I have to learn how to do that. But a Surly Barber says, finally definitive photographic evidence of the Loch Ness Monster. I always believed in you, Essie. Nessie.
See, this is why I would like if, G-Man just went around Scranton trying to find her under every bridge.
But she'd come running at him.
That's fair. And she would definitely beat the shit out of him. She's powerful when she's mad.
You remember that game Clay Fighters? Does anybody in this chat remember that game Clay Fighters? It was on the Super Nintendo. No. There was a character on there that was just like this blob, and it would fight with its bits. And just imagine Shani, she's in a fighting game, and she's fighting with a fupa and titties and back titties and liver titties and all the titties. She's just fighting. Let me see if I can find it. Clay Fighter it was called.
Is it a green blob?
Clay.
Yeah, this doesn't look familiar.
Let me switch screen again. This game here. Did anyone remember? That's Shani there. There.
Wins the battle. Blue Suede Goo versus Helga.
Oh, mama. Shani versus Rev. Oh no, Shani, man.
Hey, what's the hair, man? Mama. Hey, what's the hair, man?
Shani versus Rev. Oh no, Shani. Call the cops.
Blue Suede Goo.
You don't remember that game?
No, I've never seen this game before.
Yeah, I think it was Super Nintendo exclusive. Maybe that's why. Someone said, single mum says it's effing sad that Shani and Rev blew through all that money, and now Shani's going to get taken care of by the state for the rest of her life. Yep, 100%. Surly Barber says, I haven't seen an image that unsettling since my cousin conned me into watching R. Bud Dwyer self-delete. I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
Well, I know what a self-delete is. That's not...
No, I know what that is, but I don't know what R. Bud Dwyer is.
No.
Andrea, you might have covered all the bits and bobs, but the image is still a major violation of the Geneva Convention. I was even worried when he gave me that might not be enough censoring. But you can't, it's not sexual, it's not sexual or nudity if someone's, just got a liver tit, right?
Yeah,
or a
you
back
can't
tit.
get in trouble for showing a liver tit or a back tit. It's got to be a proper tit.
Shani got in trouble for showing thigh meat on Twitch.
Oh, I found that screenshot, too.
Can we show it with just, put a black line through the crack of the arse? That way we don't get in trouble. So stick around, folks. So don't go anywhere, folks. You're about to get another image of Shani and her flesh meat. I think. What do you think, people? I think we're going to probably find out something in the next week. Hello, Saint Ratty. So, like, I think he's going to pop back up again, or he's going to continue to talk to people.
You
And
said
he's,
a
as
black
always,
line for where the crack is?
we'll just cover the crack.
You know, why is it that you're totally fine with me covering the crack with a black line, but when I put pasties on her tits, that's not okay?
You had love hearts on her tits. It made you look weird.
They were pasties.
He'll give something up. He'll say something in the text, and everyone will know where he is or worked out what's going on. But the story about Shani, though. So stick around, folks. You're about to see something that many people, probably 90% of the people in here, have not seen before, which is why Shani got banned from Twitch. It's so strange because he didn't mention that in that phone call with you. He didn't mention anything about like a lamp. And that wasn't mentioned to the cops either. And the cops said, well, there's no case here because nothing was videotaped and it's your word against hers. So why suddenly would she have a greater weighting to her word against him? That story doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But
Well, first I want to say thank you for the super chat, Yemi. What up, fuckers? Hope all is well with you, Cow,
I
and
wish Yami had come in here. I love Yami.
chat. And then,
I'm starting to think you guys really wanted me to keep that image up because I didn't get $1. It's like, what?
Frank, thank you for the super chat. If you're Fupa cheese, that makes us cheese curds. Maybe cheese curds or Fupalinas, little Fupalinas.
Hello, Twin Thing. Hello, everybody.
Thank you, Frank. In the call, he was talking about a curtain rod.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, only them two know what really happened.
And we never heard Shani's side of it either, like whatever she told the police to. Well, they said that they saw a red mark on her leg.
Mm-hmm.
She may have told them that story downstairs and they had a different view of it. That's possible. We just didn't hear about it. Is that I had a better image than that.
Well, beggars can't be choosers.
Okay, I guess I could show it, but I had a really a full-on shot. It was in one of my videos. I don't know if I still got it on my channel. It was on one of my videos but I'll show them this one just because of lack of anything else to show them right now.
Wow. Be grateful, bitch.
All right, so here we go, folks. I don't know if you can make that out. I have a much clearer image somewhere, but you can see that's her leg. That's Mount Vesuvius there, and that's another leg there. And the story behind this is that she bought a ring light, or ring light as she likes to call it, and it got delivered that day. And they're like, yay, party, 48-hour stream, yay, get donations, and we're going to party in that. And they lasted maybe 12 hours and passed out. And so Shani passed out on air. And what's funny is that the reason she got done for nudity, we wouldn't have seen anything, but the reason we did see something is because of her ring light that she got that very day. Mm-hmm. The ring light outed her that very day. So
the horrors that ring light has seen.
I have to find it. There is a way better image than this. I have to find it.
Oh my god, Lols.
I'm disappointed.
It's not that bad.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. So that's her meat in there. Let's look at some chat because I missed the chat. This couple is a horror show. When the movie does not get made about them, it should be directed by Rob Zombie. And I reckon, think about it, guys. Who would play Shani and who would play Rev in the movie? I've always maintained Amanda Bynes. Let me get a picture of Amanda Bynes, so if you don't know who she is. I think Amanda Bynes for Shani. Oh god, they're all showing good. This is it. Oh, I need a better picture than that. I guess that'll work. Give me ads. Just give me the picture. Alright, here we go. This is Amanda Bynes. I think she'd play Shani. That's her in her younger years, but she's morphed. Where's the picture that was the bad one? God, it's fooling me. What are you showing me, Silent?
The full screenshot, only it has a chicken thigh on it.
Oh, this would be better. Thank you, Silent. Here we go, folks. Let me just make sure it's not. Yeah, here we go. This is a bit of a better one. There you go, folks. There's the Twitch one. And at the time, Rev was like, it's just thigh meat, guys. It's just thigh meat.
That's why there's this chicken thigh.
That's why there's a chicken thigh there. So you see her leg there, and that was her bare ass. And she got flagged. I know 2 people that flagged her. And then she got taken down for it. Which was, we were all pissed off at the time because it was like, oh, we wanted to see, you know, because they were getting funny. Like, they're doing stupid shit all the time. It's like, why are you doing that? What did they call it at the time? It was cow tipping, they called it. You're tipping the cow if you get them yeeted. Yeah. If you get them reported or yeeted, it's cow tipping. So Amanda Bynes is crazy enough to play the part. She just need a fat suit like Brendan Fraser in The Whale, yeah.
Or like Gwyneth Paltrow in Shallow Hal.
Switchblade says something is not adding up. The cops are telling him it's her word against his, and now they are saying that he can be held responsible for assault while he was being held in a room by Shane. Yeah, it's not true. Like, I doubt that there is even a glass lamp in there. I think that's, like, someone can go back and, maybe I should go back and not be lazy, go back and have a look. It's one of the fights where she comes running in the room. I don't think there was a glass lamp in the grandma's room, even. And that story didn't come out of his mouth either after the fact, from his own mouth on his own stream, and wasn't on Fupa's call. So why is it suddenly coming out now? What are you sending me now, Silent?
Gwyneth Paltrow and Shallow Hal. Yeah.
So you got Gwyneth Paltrow could play Shani. Who's going to play Rev, guys? Who is going to play... what's that guy's name? People were saying... Steve Zahn. Yeah. So let's go back to live stream. Steve Zahn could play Rev. What do you reckon, guys?
Or the DJ Qualls, or whatever his name is. The one that was in... Oh, man.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
At least that would be Rev when he's in his skeletal phase.
So Steve Zahn, what do you reckon? Danny DeVito? No, he could play me in a biography of my life.
That's Lols.
Or Bob Hoskins. Lols can play. I can play Rev. You stop hitting me, Shanny. No, Shanny, no. Brad Dourif, the guy that played Grim at Wormtongue. Brad Dourif. Let's look it up. Oh, yeah. He was in, he did the voice for Chucky. He was the voice for Chucky in that movie about the killer doll, Child's Play. Brad Dourif, yeah. He would play a good Rev. He's a bit too old now, though. Brendan Fraser could play him. Joe Dirt. So that, yeah, that's, what's his name? Did he play Joe Dirt again?
David Spade.
So we got David Spade. Yeah. David Spade. That could work. He's too tall to play Rev. Just find any starving homeless dude. Rosie O'Donnell could play Shani. Oh my god. Rosie O'Donnell. Oh my god. She's probably too old too now. Rosie O'Donnell back in the day would have been amazing. Some more. Noah Schnapp, who's a... Oh, don't tell me a Stranger Things person.
Yes, he is.
Oh, God. I don't think he'd want to play Rev. Noah Schnapp playing Rev. David Spade. I don't know why I'm hiding it between screens. I don't want my search history to come up. David Spade. He could play Rev. Gavin Kit Kats could play him. It's Peter Dinklage. Jim Carrey, Justin Timberlake. Now you're all being silly now. That's far too much.
In true Shani fashion, I believe she exaggerated
The guy who played Riff Raff in Rocky Horror Picture Show? Yeah?
the entire incident.
Yeah. 100%.
She probably twisted it, saying that he locked her in that room. You know, like anything is.
Oh, imagine Nicolas Cage playing Rev in the like in that if they were remaking the car scene with the kid. And Nicolas Cage does one of his wild rants. I can't do his voice, so I can't replicate it.
Anything could come out of her mouth because she's so over the top, and she was angry with Rev for.
Oh, you saying Gavin Kit Kats? It makes me sad. I hope they got a good home. Poor cats.
Dumping her ass, and like Rev said, she really wants him to go away, and she's only doing that because she wants to punish him for dumping her.
Yeah, 100%.
Thank you, FML Podcast, for becoming a member.
Jesse Eisenberg for his passive nervous energy.
Enjoy your emojis.
This chat's crazy, Silent.
Yeah.
Chat's nuts.
Hostile Hooves, thank you for the super chat. LolzCow is from Wales. Australia is fake.
You spelt Wales wrong,
True.
dopey. Charlie, you spelt Wales wrong, you idiot. It's W-A-L-E-S, not W-H.
Well, that's why you like sheep so much and doing you know what with sheep.
Charlie. That's Charlie being Charlie. He's come up with some of the funniest quotes in this community. He came up with speed bumps. He came up with wizard sleeve. He came up with lots of different ones. Wales, that's interesting. Good one, Charlie. Good one, Charlie. Hey, Charlie, can you please stop sending Shani, your pics? I feel a little inadequate,
Hey guys, it's me, Rev.
Hey guys, it's me, Rev, I'm not in the hospital, guys. I'm in a hotel that Uncle paid for. Don't call around. Please don't call. Izzy! I don't know where he is. I don't know. All I can tell you, though, is from history, and Frank will be able to back me up here, and other people, that Rev's a bad liar. He's not good at it. At least 80% of... Oh, can you do a Corky voice? Shani, I can't do it. How's he talk? Oh, Shani, where's my dinner, Shani? A bit like that. Oh, Shani, I love you, Shani. You've been not as nice as Isabella. She's a lioness. Oh,
God.
The stuff that he's saying.
I forgot about that.
We've got to find that recording where he's like, you probably got it on the soundboard, haven't you?
Maybe.
We might have that on the thing. Don't click that other soundboard thing by accident because I'll get in trouble. I'm going to mute it actually just in case. It should be in here, shouldn't it? The lioness of a whale. Let me find it. No, it might be all locked because we don't have that thing anymore.
I might still have it though.
It doesn't matter. We'll get it for later. Is exaggerated or a lie? I don't know. With the audience, would you like us covering some old Nick and Sabella streams? We can do that too. Yeah. In my opinion, like just going based on what I've known about him through history, he lies big. He doesn't lie small.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I honestly do feel like Rev is like totally fucking done with Shani.
Well, that's my scenario. Johnny Depp as Rev. Imagine that. It'd be like, Shani did a grumpy on the bed, guys. Scenario that I still believe is true, and I've held it since they went away, is that Jason is terrified of Shani like just turning up to wherever he is. and like, Jason, where's my ears or whatever, right? I think he's terrified that eventuality, like her going up those stairs as quick as she did, she terrified him. He didn't think she could do that. I think he's like, I don't want anything to do with her. I need to be away from her, or she might do something to me. And this whole effort between him and Wookiee, because we know Wookiee's been saying all sorts of stuff, is to help him being able to hide, which I understand because, as I said, Chani was in that hotel room and she streamed from that for like wouldn't have been more than an hour, and people had found out what exact hotel she was in. So I can understand like he wanted to stay low, but he's not doing a very good job of it, as people predicted that he'd stick his head up, above the trench and get and come out of the hiding or come out of being quiet, and he's done that today, and I think we'll see more of it once people like. If he's still being able to do that, pop his head up and not get found out, he'll just be confident to do it more and more, emboldened to keep doing it. You may even be able to get him on stream again, Fuba.
Maybe, or definitely get some more voice notes out of them.
Yeah, well, if he's doing voice calls and stuff, like he did a short one with Buffweeb earlier, like if he's willing to do that, I think he's entertain the audience for 2 seconds, so I'm going to do another poll.
Okay, I will entertain them while I look for voice notes. I found one voice note, the whole one. It's like 2 minutes of Nick talking about how manly he is. How Sabella made the first move on him, and she just had to have him. It's disturbing.
Why can't... No, it doesn't work anyway. Damn it. It's not working. It's for some weird reason with YouTube. It just won't let me do a second poll. Like, I've got to click start a Q&A and then click start a poll. It won't let me click the... Anyway, doesn't matter. I was going to ask... God, what was I going to... I don't even remember what I was going to ask now, Scarlett. Testing the... So it doesn't matter. Orders. And if he can get away with anybody finding anything significant out about him, or he's safe. Like that's what I was going to do. How many days until Jason pops up on his own channel? All right, I'm going to say 7. What's your guess, Silent?
How many days?
Yeah, from now. I'm going to say in 7 days, so 1 week time, he will have, but in 7 days, he will go live on his channel, but it will be a black screen. You won't see anything. And he'll pretend that he's at the hospital, and he's not going to be at the hospital, but he'll pretend that he's at a hospital.
I honestly don't think we're going to see him maybe till like early March.
Early March. So
Yeah.
you're saying 30 days?
Yeah, because, I mean, he's shown pretty good willpower. Well, I don't know if it's his own will, probably not. But whoever's with him is either taking his phone or is, like, denying him access. Whatever it is, seems like he has more hold on not going online this time than he did before.
Yeah. I'm going to say 7. Silent says 30. What do you guys think? And this will be like a record, right? And then I'll do a little YouTube short with whoever got it right. Because I've got the chat and everything, and I'll be able to, cut the chat out and stuff. I've also got Nightbot, which copies the chat as well anyway, and I can just do a search and see who gets right. So put your numbers in now. Forever hold your peace. There will be no prizes, but you'll get clout. I'll shout you out and do a little video and say you got it right. I wonder if I can. So that's the soundbite. I wonder if I just play it. It should work. Here we go.
The lioness known as Sabella, previously engaged with 4 pathetic little house cats who shit themselves every time she gave them so much as a glance. Sabella the lioness now in the presence of a tiger. Row.
You can hear her laughing in the background as well. Sorry everybody if that made your ears bleed. But yeah, get your numbers in. Get your figures in. How many days till Rev goes live on his own channel? Someone's going with Valentine's Day. Someone says 43, 22, 14, 27. 5 says Samurai B. In my intros and outros, you'll see there's a little cartoon of a cat eating a watermelon. That's Samurai B's art. She does that art. She did that art for me. I also demand Reverend collab.
That's another person I didn't think of that isn't that far from Rev. No. Like, I mean, he's in Pennsylvania or like eastern Pennsylvania. She's in Virginia Beach.
Someone make that happen. Someone make that happen. Someone get Nal and Rev together, please. I want that arc. I need that arc. I needs it. I needs
That would
it.
be way more interesting than Rev like getting into the homeless car arc with John and Vaughn.
Because she'll sleep with him as much as he wants. She don't care.
So will Shani though.
No, but you can't really get anywhere near her bits, though.
That's true.
Yeah. 30 days in the hole. 18 says radical acceptance. 4 days says twin thing. He's emboldened now to an extent. I agree. That's why I'm saying 7. But yeah, he's emboldened. You know, whoever gets it right will get clout on this channel. If you guess the same as someone else, you'll both get clout, depending on how much you pay me. You both get the same amount of clout.
We definitely give clout away to people. We have that ability.
Yeah. Someone's just, you can be proud. You can go to another YouTube chat and say, I support LolzCow, and they'll be like, oh my god, like, you get a wrench immediately. Just saying my name in a chat will get you a wrench. Okay? Trust me. Wash your face. Wash your face. He thinks he's safe, then he'll come out more. Like a Shani and Cyrax. Now that'd just be, that's just like Hellraiser. You might as well call that Hellraiser 5, well 10 or whatever the hell the next Hellraiser is. You just call that Hellraiser 10. Frightened Turtle.
So did you watch that?
What's this one, my daddy?
My daddy! My daddy!
It's Lisa's favorite.
Whoa,
And Citrus's favorite.
Why is it so loud?
That's what it sounded like.
You make everyone's ears bleeding now.
Part of him being on the other stream, what exactly did he say?
He said, "Hi, Frank," and Buffweeb said, he said, "No, sorry." He said, "Are you Frank?" And he said, "Yes," even though he's not. And then he says, Buffweeb says, "We're worried about you. Want to know?" There's one thing I want to say to everybody in chat. I don't care who you support, who you watch, who you like. I don't care. Honestly, don't give a crap. You can support whoever you want. You're a viewer. You're not expected to get involved in anyone's beef. Like, screw them. Screw me. Screw everybody. Like, do your own thing. Have fun. If you enjoy something, enjoy it. You know, enjoy it. You enjoy it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you're against someone because you're somewhere else, or you're saying hello and you're giving support to someone else. Doesn't mean that you have to take on the arms and the pitchforks for those other people. So, this is a safe space. I don't care. I don't care who you support. It's fine. You know where you are.
This is a safe space. We're too lazy to give a shit.
Oh my god, Buffweeb's in the chat. How you going, Buffweeb? Love your channel. And God, make sure you're okay. And Rev said, "God bless you," and then hung up. So it was like 2 seconds.
So he didn't want to talk, really?
Yeah, he didn't. He thought it was Frank. I don't know if it's the Frank that we've got in the chat. Crude AF. Yeah, Buff. Why are you Frank? Why did you say you were Frank? That's funny. I don't know if he was talking about you, Frank, but yeah, he said Frank, and someone was saying maybe it could be like a family member. I don't know what the cousin's name is. I don't know. So for whatever reason, he answered it because he thought it was someone else.
This is true. Everyone kept telling Rev Shani was going to get him arrested. Yeah, because she's a vindictive bitch. And Shani's not the first woman to try and get their partner arrested for something when they're just out of spite.
Disclaimer, I did say this was a safe space, but let me just clarify. It's not a safe space if you don't want to see Shani's fupa, okay? Because you will see that. You will see other bits and pieces of her body.
Out of anger, because it's a control tactic. Like, oh, you're leaving me? Like, we'll see about that. I mean, even Chantal did it. When Natter tried to dump her and move on with Dee Dee, she was like, oh, really? We'll see about that. And she went to the police station to try and get him charged with DV.
Jeez.
Over something that happened months ago. at that point.
Well, she also, not only that, she did recant, I think, part of her statement that would have, like, exonerated him from another charge, which he was guilty of.
Yeah. Feel free, Buffweed, if you want to put your channel in there if you want. That was awesome last night. I can't believe you got him to answer it. And the look on your face when he answered is like, oh my god, he popped his head up above the trench for the first time in weeks.
So it's not uncommon for people to try and pull that shit. Oh my god, FML podcast said Rev and Frank are BFFs. Frank, I think you need to make a phone call.
Yeah, if it is you, Frank, yeah, for sure. Like, don't hide it from us. Yeah, we want the tea. We want the tea.
Frank, are you secretly letting Rev hide out at your house? You can be honest.
Hey, Frank. Come on, guy. Come on, Frank. Help a guy out. Help a feller out, man. Buffweed.
Where is Frank? Is he still in chat?
You. He's shanty with you. I haven't seen him for a bit. He's got a young kid. He's probably in bed. It was funny the other night. Frank was live, and he just suddenly went off air, and he typed in the chat that his kid turned the computer off. Like it knows how to turn the computer off. I think he said it was like 2 years old or something. It's like it's already learned how to screw up his stuff and turn the computer off. That's hilarious.
Rev is hiding in Frank's basement with the other kids.
That's the plot line of Weapons. Oh, whoops! Shit! Spoiler alert! That's the plot.
Wow, Lols. Wow, that's awful.
Well, it's been out for a year. The movie's been out for a year. It's fine.
No, it's not been out for a year.
All right, 6 months.
Yeah, and it's one of the biggest horror movies out this year.
Well, they didn't give that much away, did it?
The entire ending. Okay.
Oops.
It's from Rickzilla. Someone said he's probably no longer in the psych ward, but some places allow you to use your phone at specific time periods under supervision. Yeah.
At midnight, though? Really? Like 2 in the morning? They're going to let him have his phone at 2 in the morning at a facility?
I've been hanging out with Jenna too much because that was such a bad spoiler.
Was it? I apologize. Yes. I apologize. It's such a great movie. I just thought everyone would have seen it by now.
Man.
It was just, yeah, oh shit. Gibby said she's going to watch that. You watched it with us, Gibby, don't lie.
Yeah, no. I don't know how any of that works.
Yeah, like, it couldn't be, Buffweed will make everyone a mod. I know who they are. I'd make everyone a mod. It's not that special, but if you've got a channel, you can put your link in and stuff to promote yourself. I don't care. From what I've never been to a facility like that, like a mental facility, but from what everybody is saying is that it is virtually an impossibility. It just makes the chat nicer too. What do you think, Simon? Like, I don't think I've had an issue in the chat for years.
No, I mean, the last time we really had an issue, we just started modding everybody. Well, you started modding everyone because I can't mod anyone. And yeah, that fixed the issue. So
yeah, it's just that if I know who you are, or I'm pretty confident I can trust you to a degree. I mean, not trust is a strong word, but if I know who you are and you go around the different areas and stuff, and I see you hanging out, then you just get a wrench. But if you're a content creator, you instantly get a wrench. Like, I don't care. Like, even like if Carrie was in here or Husky was in here, they'd get a wrench. Actually, no, they wouldn't. That's a lie. But I wouldn't block him. I'd let him talk in here. But he's got access to a phone, especially making calls at midnight. They're not going to stand for that.
Like I said, I really can't speak on that. I don't know how any of that type of stuff works.
We'll go a little bit longer and then end it and stuff. Because I don't like going too far over 2 hours, folks.
I
Could
said
be
it's
at a
probably a
home.
payphone.
Did you say something? Or was that Fupa?
That's mean to say.
You sounded
I
like
didn't
Fupa.
say anything. Wow.
Thank you for subscribing, Turbo Ninja 22. Could be a
No,
shelter,
it
like you said.
wasn't. It wasn't a payphone because these are text messages.
Yeah, interesting payphone. But yeah, it could be a. I love someone in the chat says it's probably a payphone. Like what? You can send
Do
voicemails
they
and
even
text
have
from
those anymore?
from payphones. They have them in Australia, but I think they're all free. I think they made them all free, which was really nice.
I've not seen one in like a decade or more. So
Yeah, they are in Australia. They took a lot of them away, but they sort of converted them so they can't really easily be vandalised as much. And I believe they made them all free. It's like a community service type thing. Like you said, it could be like a homeless shelter or something. He just doesn't want people to harass him or the shelter. And you could have been making that phone call from or that voice message from the bathroom or something. Like it's late, everyone's asleep. He snuck out and gave you a voicemail. It's possible.
Yeah. I don't know.
I just think that his story isn't 100% true. I mean, at the very least, you could say that. At least something in this story isn't matching up. The thing with Shani doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you not be allowed to talk to people because of what Shani said? I don't get or what Shani was accusing him of. Doesn't make any sense. And there's no marks on it. Like, there's no physical evidence and no video. Like the cops were saying, there's nothing they can do about it. How would they get a conviction? Like, how on earth would they get a conviction unless Rev was dumb enough to say, "Oh yeah, I did do what she said I was doing," which is always possible.
Yeah.
He could have admitted it. Well, who knows? He is silly like that, so he could have admitted it, and that's enough to get him in trouble. But the way it stands, like the story's changed so much from when you're recording. Thank God you've got that recording, because at least we know more than we would have if you didn't put that out. So. It's a good job you put that out because at least we know what he told the police, and there was no mention of any glass lamp. Should go back and look at the videos to see if there was even a glass lamp in there.
I had something I was gonna say. Oh yeah, about the marks. Yeah, she tried to pull that, and I guess that wasn't significant enough to them in order to take him away. And I feel like she would have to have photos or something in order to charge him retroactively. Like, it's one thing if something happens and you immediately call and you have marks, but if she's trying to say that he did something 2 or 3 months ago, how are you going to prove that?
Yeah. Andrea, were you in her live? Yeah, that's me there. That's a little koala there. Did you think I was talking as my past self at the same time? Yeah, imagine this is from how many hours ago now? I don't know, 16 hours ago, something like that. Basically, it all kicked off that Buffweeb had set the Shaniverse on fire with Rev actually answering a phone call live on air, and he said, "Is that Frank?" And then Buffweeb said, "Yes. We're worried about you. Where are you, my guy?" And Rev said, "God bless," and then hung up. So he said like 4 words. And then I told Fupa that because she didn't know that had happened. And then she went, "Oh, I'll text him and see if he gets back to me." And he did. And then he left her a voicemail. Maybe we'll play the voicemail as the last thing we do. So we'll go back to the voicemail. I've got to try and remember where it was. Because there's not much after this. We're basically just speculating now, which we can just do on here.
From this bullshit. And then he sent me...
So we'll play the voicemail again for people that are coming in late and not have heard it. This is a voicemail from the dude himself, from the Rev guy himself.
A voice note. Let me get my phone and play it.
What do you think, folks?
it's a different situation, you know. You can be pretty private in this place if you keep to yourself. Okay. It's a unique situation, but the reason I can have my phone and be like that, I'm not a violent threat, because I've been around tons of people, you know, in these behavioral health hospitals now, and I never got violent. So they're like evaluating me here. That's pretty much what's happening. God bless you. You're a beautiful girl, you know?
So I want to pause and
P.S. Send your nudes. That's what I would have expected at the end there. But you can hear how low his voice is. The last time I heard his voice that low was when he was in the hotel. No shit. Go back to the hotel videos. His voice is so low in those. Not that that really means anything, but I don't know. The last time he doesn't talk that low normally. He's trying to be quiet, which is why his voice is low. And then, yeah, it's just all about, he's got the echo, so it sounds like he could be in a toilet. Well, hotel rooms can be very echoey as well. SOS Ezzy, send nudes. Who was Ezzy anyway, by the way? Does anybody know? Come on. Is Ezzy in this chat? Put your hand up. Ezzy! Are you in this chat? Hands up, Ezzy, please. It's my girl, you know. Ezzy girl. Where can I find a woman not fat? A message in a glory hole. Oh, there's that. Hatfield McCoy is Ezzy. Oh, sorry, they're talking to somebody else. I thought they were saying that they were Ezzy. Who is Ezzy? Who is Ezzy? We need like a Unsolved Mysteries. The guy that's come out of retirement, if he's not dead. He's probably dead though, is he?
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
The Unsolved Mysteries guy to come out and go, Ezzy. What's that music go? I can't remember the music. Something like that. Yeah. Anyway. So we should end it around about now, I reckon. Silent, what do you think?
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's a good place to end it. I was going to play a bit more, but
Had a lot of
speculation.
I
like the speculation streams. I like getting people's opinions. So going back onto that poll, which I don't think I ever ended. That poll is probably still on the screen, is it? It was like something like 40% of people. That's why it wouldn't let me start a new poll. I just realised because I didn't close the other one. I'm an idiot. Okay, so yeah, it was like 40%. I don't know what it is now because I can't see it, but it was like 40% said that he is at the uncle's. And at the start of the stream, I was sort of coming around to that fact that I think he may be actually at the uncle's because, you know, he's secretive. He's doing these posts at like midnight. He's doing the voice notes at midnight. He's doing the texts at midnight. So it screams to me like the uncle's taken his phone off him for 3 weeks. He's like, "Hey, Uncle Tommy, you know, I need my phone. I'm trying to get a job. You know, I need my phone." So Uncle Tommy's like, "Here you go. You can get your phone back, but you're not to go online. You're not to do this. I don't want bags of concrete and elephant shit sent to my house. So you're not doing any of that." He's like, "No, I promise, Uncle Tommy." And then first thing he does, obviously, is go into the bathroom and, you know, send a voicemail to Fupa. That's my theory, right? I'm not saying that's what happened, so don't burn me at the stake if I'm wrong. But that's what I think. What do you think, Silent?
You know, that's what I used to think. Like, I was pretty firm in thinking that, you know, it was probably at the uncle's, but now I've let you guys change my mind over time. Now I'm not so sure.
You loop back around again, and it'll turn out that yeah, he's telling the truth the whole time. He's in his facility, and he snuck his phone up his keister. He keistered his phone, and he was able to get some messages out. So yeah, who knows? Anyway, say goodbye to the audience. Silent. No, he called you Lolzy.
Wow. Not that big of a jackass.
No.
Goodbye, audience.
So everybody that was here from the start, and everybody came in after and participated. Your chat is absolutely awesome. It's so nice and so funny. You say the funniest stuff. Makes this so easy because I don't have to be funny. I can just read the chat out loud, and it's hilarious. So just remember, you can tip the channel. It does all go to charity. Thank you for the $3 from who was it? Kristen Frost Laser Beans that gave the $3. Thank you so much. And we will be back around sometime in the near future, hopefully with some more Rev Dirt or Shanny Dirt. That'd be nice. So see you all later. Bye.
Daddy! My daddy!